Have you ever noticed that as people get older, one of the first things to become weaker is their legs? Simple things like walking, standing up, or keeping your balance start to feel a little harder than they used to. And over time, that loss of strength can slowly take away something even more important, your independence. But what if this isn't just a natural part of aging? What if your body is simply missing the nutrients it needs to stay strong? Because the truth is, what you eat every day could be quietly affecting the strength in your legs more than you realize. Many people believe that losing strength in their legs is simply part of getting older, something that can't really be changed. But more and more health experts are finding that nutrition plays a much bigger role than we once thought. Because your muscles, joints, and bones all depend on the right nutrients to stay strong. Without them, your body may struggle to maintain muscle mass, balance, and overall stability. And over time, that can make everyday movements feel more difficult. But here's the good news. Certain foods, when included regularly in your diet, can help support muscle strength, improve circulation, and make it easier for your body to stay active. Today, we're going to look at 6 simple foods that may help strengthen your legs and support your mobility. After 60, including one that many people completely overlook, but can make a surprising difference. So, make sure you stay with me until the end, because this could change how you think about your daily meals. If staying strong, steady, and independent is important to you as you get older, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. We share simple, practical health tips designed especially to help you maintain strength, mobility, and confidence in your daily life. Now, let's take a closer look at these foods and how they can help support stronger, healthier legs. Food number 1, eggs. Let's start with something simple, something you may already have in your kitchen: eggs. They might seem like an ordinary food, but when it comes to supporting muscle strength, especially in your legs, eggs can be incredibly helpful. As we get older, our bodies naturally begin to lose muscle mass. This process can make your legs feel weaker over time, affecting how easily you walk, stand, or stay balanced. And here's the key point: your body needs enough protein to maintain and repair muscle. Eggs are a great source of high-quality protein, which helps support muscle strength, tissue repair, and overall physical function. They also contain important nutrients like vitamin D, which plays a role in bone health, another important factor for keeping your legs strong and stable. Without enough of these nutrients, your body may struggle to maintain the strength it needs. Think of your muscles like a structure that needs regular maintenance. Protein acts like the building material that helps repair and support that structure. If your body doesn't get enough of it, the structure slowly becomes weaker over time. But when you provide the right support consistently, it stays stronger for longer. The good news is, adding eggs to your routine is simple. Here's how you can start. Step 1. Include eggs in your breakfast a few times a week. Step 2. Aim for 1 to 2 eggs per serving, depending on your needs. Step 3. Choose simple cooking methods like boiling or scrambling. Step 4. Pair eggs with vegetables for a more balanced meal. Step 5. Stay consistent. Regular intake matters more than occasional use. These small habits can help support your body over time. Take John, a 74-year-old who began noticing that his legs felt weaker during his daily walks. He didn't think much of it at first, just assumed it was part of aging. But after speaking with a health professional, he realized he wasn't getting enough protein in his diet. So he made a simple change. He started including eggs in his breakfast a few times a week. After a few weeks, he noticed something encouraging. He felt a bit stronger, more stable while walking, and more confident staying active. Sometimes, small changes in what you eat can lead to meaningful changes in how you feel. When you include eggs regularly in your diet, you may notice better muscle support, improved strength, and greater stability in your movements. And that's why this simple food can play an important role in keeping your legs strong. Now, the next food on our list is something many people don't eat enough of, but it plays a key role in supporting circulation and overall muscle function. Food number 2, leafy greens. Now let's move on to something that many people know is healthy, but often don't eat enough of leafy green vegetables. Foods like spinach, kale, and other greens may not seem directly connected to your leg strength, but in reality, they play a much bigger role than most people realize. Your legs rely on more than just muscles. They also depend on healthy circulation, strong bones, and proper muscle function. Leafy greens are rich in important nutrients like vitamin K, magnesium, and antioxidants which help support bone health and blood flow. When your circulation is working well, oxygen and nutrients can reach your muscles more efficiently, and that helps your legs feel stronger, more responsive, and less fatigued. But when your body doesn't get enough of these nutrients, you may begin to notice reduced stamina, slower movement, and less stability over time. Think of your muscles like an engine. They don't just need fuel, they also need a steady flow of oxygen and nutrients to run properly. Leafy greens help support that flow, making it easier for your body to function smoothly. The good news is, you don't need large amounts to benefit. Here's how to include more leafy greens in your routine. Step 1. Add a handful of greens to your meals each day. Step 2. Include them in simple dishes like soups, salads, or stir-fries. Step 3. Pair them with other foods you enjoy to make them easier to eat regularly. Step 4. Rotate different types to keep your meals interesting. Step 5. Stay consistent. Small amounts daily can make a difference over time. These simple habits can help support your overall health. Take Mary, a 70-year-old who rarely included vegetables in her meals. Over time, she began to feel more tired during her daily activities. After making a small change, adding leafy greens to her meals a few times a week, she started to notice gradual improvements. She felt more energized, less fatigued while walking, and more comfortable staying active. Sometimes it's not about drastic changes, but about adding the right things consistently. When you include leafy greens in your diet, you may notice better circulation, improved stamina, and stronger overall support for your legs. And that makes them an important part of maintaining mobility as you age. Now, the next food on our list is especially powerful because it helps reduce something that can quietly weaken your joints and muscles over time. Food number 3, fatty fish. Now let's talk about one of the most powerful foods on this list, something that can make a real difference in how your legs feel over time. Fatty fish. Foods like salmon, sardines, and mackerel may not be something you eat every day, but when it comes to supporting your muscles and joints, they can be incredibly valuable. As we age, one of the biggest challenges our body faces is inflammation. You may not always feel it directly, but it can quietly affect your joints, your muscles, and your overall mobility. Over time, this can lead to stiffness in your legs, reduced flexibility, and discomfort during movement. Fatty fish are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are known to help support the body's natural balance and reduce stress on joints. They also help support joint comfort, muscle function, and overall movement. And here's the key point: when your joints feel better, your body moves more freely. And when you move more, your legs naturally stay stronger. Think of your joints like moving parts in a machine. When everything is working smoothly, movement feels easy and natural. But when there's too much friction or resistance, everything becomes stiff and harder to move. Omega-3s help support smoother movement, almost like reducing that internal friction. The good news is, you don't need large amounts to benefit. Here's a simple way to include fatty fish in your routine. Step 1. Try to eat fatty fish 2 to 3 times per week. Step 2. Choose options like salmon, sardines, or mackerel. Step 3. Keep it simple: grilled, baked, or lightly cooked. Step 4. Pair with vegetables for a balanced meal. Step 5. If you're unsure, talk to a professional about what works best for you. Consistency is what matters most. Take Robert, a 73-year-old who often felt stiffness in his legs, especially in the mornings. At first, he thought it was just something he had to live with. But after making a small change, adding fish to his meals a couple of times a week, he began to notice a difference. His legs felt less stiff, movement became more comfortable, and he found it easier to stay active. It wasn't an overnight change, but over time, it made a real difference. When you include fatty fish regularly in your diet, you may notice less stiffness, more comfortable movement, and better support for your joints and muscles. And because movement is key to maintaining strength, this is one of the most important foods on the list. Now, the next food on our list is something small, but surprisingly powerful when it comes to supporting your muscles and overall strength. Food number 4, nuts and seeds. Now let's talk about something small, but surprisingly powerful: nuts and seeds. Foods like almonds, walnuts, chia seeds, and flax seeds may not look like much, but when it comes to supporting your muscles and overall strength, they can play an important role. Your legs don't just rely on muscles alone. They also depend on healthy nerves, steady energy, and proper muscle function. Nuts and seeds are rich in healthy fats, magnesium, and other essential nutrients which help support how your muscles and nerves work together. Magnesium, in particular, plays a role in muscle function and relaxation. Without enough of it, you may experience muscle weakness, fatigue, or discomfort in movement. And here's something important: these nutrients help your body maintain steady energy throughout the day, which supports your ability to stay active. Think of your muscles and nerves like a team working together. Your muscles do the movement, but your nerves send the signals. If that communication isn't working smoothly, movement becomes less efficient. Nutrients from nuts and seeds help support that connection, so everything works more naturally. The good news is, you don't need much to benefit. Here's how to include them in your routine. Step 1. Add a small handful of nuts as a snack during the day. Step 2. Sprinkle seeds onto meals like oatmeal, yogurt, or salads. Step 3. Choose unsalted and natural options when possible. Step 4. Keep portions moderate. Small amounts are enough. Step 5. Stay consistent. Daily habits matter more than large amounts. These simple additions can support your body over time. Take Helen, a 68-year-old who often felt low on energy during the day. She found herself getting tired quickly, especially when walking or standing. After making a small change, adding a handful of nuts to her daily routine, she began to notice a gradual improvement. She felt more stable, more energized, and more comfortable staying active. Sometimes, the smallest additions can have a meaningful impact. When you include nuts and seeds in your diet, you may notice more stable energy, better muscle support, and improved overall function. And that can help you stay more active throughout the day. Now, the next food on our list is something many people overlook, especially if they don't eat much meat, but it can be a powerful source of nutrients that support muscle strength. Food number 5. Beans and legumes. Now let's talk about something that's often overlooked, especially when people think about building strength: beans and legumes. Foods like lentils, chickpeas, black beans, and other legumes are simple, affordable, and easy to find. But when it comes to supporting your muscles, they can be surprisingly effective. As we mentioned earlier, your body needs protein to maintain and repair muscle, especially as you get older. While many people think of meat as the main source of protein, beans and legumes provide a plant-based alternative that can still support your body's needs. They also contain fiber, minerals, and nutrients that help support digestion and steady energy. And here's something important. Good digestion plays a role in how well your body absorbs nutrients. So when your digestive system is supported, your body can make better use of the nutrients you consume. Over time, this helps support muscle strength, energy levels, and overall function. Think of your body like a system that needs both fuel and the ability to use that fuel properly. Protein provides the building material, while fiber helps your system process and deliver it effectively. Beans and legumes offer both, making them a balanced addition to your diet. The good news is, they're easy to include in your meals. Here's how. Step 1. Add beans or lentils to soups, stews, or salads. Step 2. Use them as a side dish with your main meals. Step 3. Start with small portions if you're not used to them. Step 4. Combine them with other foods you enjoy to make them easier to eat regularly. Step 5. Stay consistent. Regular intake helps your body adapt and benefit. These small changes can support your overall nutrition. Take David, a 72-year-old who didn't eat much meat and was concerned about his strength. He often felt his legs getting tired more quickly. After learning more about nutrition, he started including beans and lentils in his meals several times a week. Over time, he noticed a difference. He felt more sustained energy, less fatigue during activity, and more confidence in his daily movements. Sometimes, strength doesn't come from one big change, but from consistently supporting your body in simple ways. When you include beans and legumes in your diet, you may notice better energy, improved muscle support, and more balanced nutrition. And that can help your body stay stronger over time. Now, the final food on our list is something very common, something many people already eat, but often don't realize how important it can be for muscle function. Food number 6, bananas. Finally, let's talk about something very simple. Something many people already eat, but often underestimate: bananas. They're easy to find, affordable, and convenient. But when it comes to supporting your muscles, they can play a more important role than you might think. Your muscles rely on more than just protein. They also need the right balance of minerals to function properly. One of the most important of these is potassium. Potassium helps support muscle contractions, nerve signals, and overall muscle function. When your body doesn't get enough of it, you may experience muscle weakness, cramping, or fatigue, especially in your legs. And here's the key point: even small imbalances can affect how your muscles feel and perform. Bananas are a natural source of potassium, making them a simple way to support your body's needs. Think of your muscles like a system that depends on electrical signals. If those signals aren't working properly, the system can feel slow, weak, or unresponsive. Potassium helps support those signals so your muscles can function more smoothly. The good news is, bananas are one of the easiest foods to include in your daily routine. Here's how. Step 1. Have a banana as a snack during the day. Step 2. Add it to your breakfast, such as with oatmeal or yogurt. Step 3. Pair it with other foods for a balanced meal. Step 4. Choose fresh bananas that are easy to digest. Step 5. Stay consistent. Regular intake helps maintain balance. Simple, everyday habits can make a difference. Take Carol, a 69-year-old who often experienced mild leg cramps at night. At first, she didn't think much of it, but when it started happening more frequently, she began looking for simple ways to support her body. She started adding a banana to her daily routine, just a small change. Over time, she noticed that the cramps became less frequent, and her legs felt more comfortable overall. Sometimes the solution isn't complicated, it's just something we tend to overlook. When you include bananas regularly in your diet, you may notice better muscle function, less cramping, and more comfortable movement. And that's why this simple fruit deserves a place on the list. So, as you can see, supporting your leg strength doesn't always require complex solutions. Sometimes, it starts with the foods you choose every day. So let's take a moment to recap. Today, we talked about 6 simple foods that can help support stronger legs after 60. Eggs, leafy green vegetables, fatty fish, nuts and seeds, beans and legumes, and bananas. None of these foods are complicated. In fact, most of them are easy to find, affordable, and simple to include in your daily routine. But as you've seen, they each play a role in supporting your body's ability to maintain muscle strength, balance, and overall mobility. And over time, these small choices can make a real difference in how your legs feel and how confidently you move. Because staying strong isn't about doing one big thing. It's about doing small things consistently. Before you go, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these foods do you already include in your meals? And is there one you'd like to start adding more often? Feel free to share in the comments. Your experience might help someone else who's watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more simple, practical tips to help you stay strong, active, and independent as you get older. And most importantly, take good care of yourself. Wishing you strong and steady steps, comfortable movement, good energy throughout your day, and many healthy years ahead. Stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you in the next video.